So this is a third video about uh, targeted individuals and real estate. Well, targeted. So before actually person gets in real trouble um, when dealing with housing and dwelling proper quarters, there are signs that will kind of appear from very, very uh, long time before something nasty happens. So the first you have to look for um, always for somebody who will try to do everything possible to screw up your financial either transactions or kind of a exchange for something that will make your life easier. For instance, you can be denied, for instance, uh, stuff done to your apartment, uh, and then claim it was an error. Like, for instance, you have stuff to do, you have to change some kitchen stuff, or you have to do something to be brought. You bought something, or either you want to sell something that will be taken away from your apartment, and or a house. That the homeowner association, they sometimes they have these gated communities. They manage gated communities, so you can have refusal um, given to you to have access by someone who you deal with financially. Like as I said, you can sell your property from your place you live, and then you're denied to be this property hold away because there's no, you know, elevators broken or something. The small things that will tell you, because they're always done with this specific coincidental time. This is the word is coincidence. Believe me, it's not synchronicity given by God. It's coincidences that are created in the worst part when you need to do things. And when you look who creates those coincidences, you see highly likely they're not your friends. They may be gotten somehow with gang stalkers and so on. So it has happened in a lot of places. And then, as I said in the previous video, there's a deflation of prices. You can have suddenly few months or even a year, even more, uh, similar properties that are around you can be deflated in the market. You have to stay in very high um, meta in this case because you have to make sure that you research market yourself, and you will see the moment you see the start prices dropping. It can be um, one one of those moments. You see, people say you can run that you are running can run conspiracy theories, but this is what it is. Gang stalkers, they have access to information and much bigger information than you are. And um, for instance, if you are in a specific city when there is a specific development coming, sometimes you can be gun stalked just because of your apartment or because of your property, because it's located in a very specific area. And if in the future, if you keep it, you can make a lot of money. Okay? So, what gang stalkers will do, as I said, they will deflate your property very, very professional way. And there's nothing you can do about it. So, all you have to do is simply to accept it as a price and walk away after you sell it. But there's another pressure coming over target individuals. It's not just to sell it, sometimes simply to lose it. And this is when the ugly things happen. So practically, as I said, if you have a money-specific bank, they can manipulate your money, they know how much money you have, and they can calculate with a certain income or a loss of an income how much you can survive out there financially. Okay, so um, there's things to watch for again, and first And most interesting thing, you will have a notice a change of uh, people that are in the way around it, not just people neighbors, but people who work for homeowner association, where you have to find someone who you know for a very long time, and sudden change. And somebody came and talked to them in a way. And it's kind of first, so all you have to do just to make sure that you're very well uh, within the either homeowner association, that you do not have a conflict and you're fine with them as people. Some of them want to focus as our homeowner association. A couple of them with a specific new company that came over to cover. There's our homeowner association guy, the best. I mean, I haven't seen for a while. Guy like that. Nice, polite, and everything is awesome. But the some people you can kind of notice things that they're not exactly, something like something happened. They said. But as I say, I will try not to be. This video is going to be kind of a more relaxed. But I wanted to say one thing. Sometimes, and actually highly likely, most of the times, if not all of the time, when targeted individual has um, censored the attack through real estate, through places where you live, and you feel that you can lose it, it's pretty much correct. And because most of the target individuals, after a while, when they're seasoned target individuals, they're just by empathy, by feelings, can recognize there's something wrong. It's like a, you know, animal's instinct. It's either fight or run. But human beings are not this way. They simply sense danger, but they don't run. Even if sometimes they have to, but they can't because of the lot of stuff involved. So, as I said, highly likely if someone make you, beside you as a target individual, make your property a target, as I said, highly likely they want you homeless. And I have a whole video about homelessness. Homelessness is specific area, it's specific battlefield between gang stalkers and targeted individuals. When you're targeted individuals and you're made homeless, you're expected there. It's part of the procedure of hijacking not just your property but your identity as well. People who are homeless, they are between two worlds. They have identity for a while, because after that there's a procedure that strip people of identity, and sometimes they simply disappear somewhere. So, if you feel that there's things that can come, you have to be ready for it really um, way before. So if you away from being evicted or so what to do. Do a list, catalog of your property. This is one thing. It makes two things possible. You can, by cataloging, putting numbers on them, you can later put them in a storage area and where you can sell them by number. You can have a catalog. So what you do is just buy this type of stickers, for instance, and what you do is, uh, for instance, pick like household items, uh, specific color, or then you just write numbers in them. And these numbers you have either on the boxes or you have, and then in the book. Okay, and this way, what happens is if you have to leave very fast, you're ready first. You're ready to move. You have your boxes ready, so you just simply leave and kind of buy storage cheaper as possible. But this way, uh, plus you will have re-examine your small properties, small things well, like household items. This Shell bakery thing, or what to do what's next, or you have some kind of spoon handcrafted or something, and you separate stuff you don't need and you separate stuff you don't really need. Then from the stuff that you really need, you do a minimalist list. And what you do, you have several boxes there, fresh, very start, new start things like you have a minimal number for the kitchen, minimal number coffee machine, and so on, so on. Then the minimal number for uh, items such crystals or tea, china, and so on, so on. And you have this thing minimalist. You have a very small number of things that you can grab and walk away. That you have to have a possibility to restart without even feeling the pain of the loss of other stuff. So what to do with other stuff? There's a several things called you have to get rid of them. There's companies that do that, but it's pretty much very hard to do because, as I said, sometimes you can have sabotage. Not always not all the homeowner associations allow people to trade on the property. So you have to kind of research this, how to do that, how it's done in your area or in your county or your state. And practically you have to get rid of it. And this is first is going to be your help for the money. And the second thing is you will have more mobility. Usually when you have a lot of stuff and you have start losing this psychological age of uh, oh, I'm going to lose all this stuff. Oh, mama, blah 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 blah. But actually, what is kind of a weighs so down. So, but and pay most important part for the stuff that's under £1. Why? You see, average household in the United States, when they have a house and they keep a house like over 20 years, they have collected items. There was statistics on the internet. Over 300,000 items usually collected in one house, and usually they are small things. Somewhere you've been, there's a magnet there, pen there, and so on. So, pay for this attention and sort them all. So pen goes in one, pens go in one bag, magnets in another, or stuff this, and why? Everything is under 440 grams, which is £1. And what's the beauty of it? See, uh, there is a what you do is if you even have to move and you don't have a way to store it. If you buy a storage kind of minimalist storage, like for $50 or $40 a month somewhere, you can sell it on internet. You can sell it on eBay with very one and only uh, shipping and handling. Everything under 400 grams, anything under a pound, sorry, shipping ships for a specific amount of money, and it's very easy to deal with. All you do is just buy a specific envelope that you stuff them in and print your addresses and so on and so on. So what you do is get all of the stuff that is under £1 that you can sell them there, and it doesn't matter what the kind of stuff. I was surprised what people sell on the internet, but for you, as I said, it's really important because when you evict it, highly likely it's going to be really fast and sudden, and you will have to throw away. Watch this videos on. Watch these videos on any this fighting for the storage. It's actually really ugly because it's usually built over people's misery of losing housing, and but yet there is a you can see different people there. People that sometimes really need. They have the boxes, they have shoes, this with stickers and so on. Sometimes you simply throw stuff away. So in order to have time to have everything cataloged, just do it earliest as possible, and make sure that, as I said, if you have something to start all over with. This is first thing. This is one biggest part. And the second part, you have to uh, have a lot of stuff that you can sell. And this stuff that you can sell, you see, otherwise you're gonna lose it. So you have to make sure that you sell it because you really spend money. Doesn't matter if it's $3, $4, $5, $6, $10. And you imagine if you have 300 items for $10, here you go, you have $3,000 right there if you sell it. Or maybe it's even more. Some people have even more, as I said. You have to make sure that you catalog them in specific boxes. This thing here, this thing here, this thing here. And then you do whatever, God lets you. But here we go. I have, maybe I will do another one, I don't know. I will do another one. So it's going to be fourth video later today. I will do them over the next couple of hours maybe.